everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new here. Definitely really excited to show you guys what I'll be using out today for the first time. I actually just got back from vacation, so my skin might look a little darker, but with that being said, I also have a few bumps and stuff going on my skin. Honestly, whenever I travel, I notice that my skin sometimes will get all these bumps on my forehead, or I might break out with pimples, and honestly I kind of have both. So I'm going to be tackling that today with two new products that I've never used before. So I'm super excited to see how they work for me and show you guys a quick demo. The products I'll be using today is this first brush, the spin brush from Duvolle, and I'm super excited to use this because I've never actually used a brush like this before. So I'll be using the exfoliating head today, and alongside with the brush I'll be also using the Body Shop's Himalayan charcoal purifying clay wash. So this is basically a daily kind of cleanser wash that you can use on your skin. I've actually used this line before and I definitely love it. I've used a bar soap and I've also used just a regular mask, and I found that they're really good for your skin for purifying, unclogging your pores and stuff like that. So super excited to use both of them together. Wow, this honestly feels so nice and relaxing. Wow. Now that my face is basically all dried, honestly my skin feels amazing because it feels like it was really clean. I normally don't have that sensation when I just use a regular rag just to clean my face, or if I'm just using my hands. So honestly, I'm really liking how this works out for me. And when it comes to the remaining of my skincare routine, there's three products I generally like to use. So of course I'm going to be focusing on my forehead because that's where I have most of those little spots. Just rub it in. Hey everyone, so today is actually day 2 and I'll be using my Duvolle spin brush. This time I'm actually wearing makeup, if you guys can tell. So I mean, my skin looks great and nice and even, but underneath definitely needs some work. So I'm going to go ahead and actually use cleansing brush, and I'll also use a little bit of the exfoliating brush, but I'm going to use this again. I really enjoyed using it yesterday. I found that my skin felt nice and fresh. I'm also going to go ahead with the same cleanser. I'm trying to use basically the same thing throughout the week. That way I can kind of get the best results rather than just using it once and not necessarily knowing how it works for me. So I'm going to go ahead and use this to unclog my pores. This really just like takes off all my makeup. It's crazy. I'm definitely wearing a lot more makeup than I would usually wear on a day-to-day basis because today is Sunday and of course I went to church. So now that I've done and finished my double cleanse, my face feels super clean. Hey everyone, so I just wanted to quickly come on and give you guys my final thoughts and everything you need to know about the Radiance brush from Duvolle. I definitely have a lot to say about it, so if you're interested to hear, just keep on watching. I've been using this brush for a little over a month, I would like to say. I definitely try to inquire this in my everyday skin routine, and now I'm starting to actually use this on my body. That's why I have the body brush on it right now. This is basically the exfoliating brush, and I've definitely been loving using it, but there are a few things that I have noticed and a few things that I definitely want to talk about. So the first thing is, initially when I was using it on my face, I had noticed that my skin definitely felt super clear and really nice and refreshed and clean. And especially with me coming back from vacation and dealing with all those bumps that were previously on my forehead, I definitely really needed to get at those ASAP because I've had that same issue before using this. Now I don't want to give it all the credit, but I definitely noticed that those bumps really went away within a week or so. I was using the exfoliating brush, but I think I was using it a little more often than I should have, and definitely used it in an area which I didn't realize my skin was sensitive until after. I basically got some cuts or little scabs basically on the side of my nose, which was super painful, and I was kind of scared. I'm like, did I get burned by the products I was using or what exactly? But I think it was just over exfoliating that area, which I never really experienced anything like that before. So definitely, if you're going to be using the exfoliating brush on your skin, try to avoid certain areas or try not to use it as often. Maybe just use it once a week rather than every other day, unless your skin can withstand that. I would definitely kind of stay away from it, and that's basically what I've been doing. I only use the exfoliating brush every so often, just when I really need to get a deep cleanse on my skin, or I feel like, you know, there are some pores that are clogged up and I'm breaking out a lot. That's when I'll basically go over those areas. I have a bare face right now because I just kind of wanted to show you guys what my skin is looking like. I do have some new scars, unfortunately. Whenever it is my period, that's when I tend to break out a lot. But overall, I would say that this brush really helped to unclog my pores, really clean my skin, and help when I apply on my makeup that I have like a smoother surface to deal with rather than being very bumpy. Using the brush, I've noticed a big difference. Now when it comes to using this on my body, I definitely like it, and I think it's a great way to exfoliate, especially in certain areas that maybe kind of miss, or certain areas that you maybe don't do as often. You notice a huge difference, especially when you see the brush and maybe how dirty it might get, just because you're really getting a deep clean, and it's honestly amazing. But with that being said, I have noticed if I want to basically use this on certain areas and be a little more aggressive, just so I make sure I'm really cleaning that area, I can't, because once it's on, if you start to press too hard on your skin, you'll notice that the brush slows down because of the pressure. So with that, I notice, like, you know, I can't be too hard on my skin, even though I might want it, to make sure it's super clean. So what I just basically do, if I want to be a little more rough, I'll just take it off. It's super easy, and I might just like brush a little harder on either my arm areas or like my chest or my neck, just so I can get like a really good clean and really exfoliate the area. Now out of the 4 brushes, I've actually only used 3 of them. I haven't actually got to use the Pumice Rock yet, and that's definitely the next one I'm going to be trying out. But overall, I have no complaints. I definitely think this is something worth putting into your skincare routine, whether it be your face or your body. Definitely very useful, and something that, I mean, I've always wanted to try out, and I'm happy that I finally got to, because I've noticed a huge difference with my skin. I'm going to continue using it, and hopefully I notice a big difference, especially when it comes to my scars, and maybe I will eventually get less breakouts because my pores won't be blocked anymore. I feel like using a brush really makes a huge difference, and I'm really happy that I'm using it. So that's basically all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed and found that helpful. If you have any questions, or if you would like to purchase your own or find out more about the device, definitely check the description box down below. I'll leave a link. I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Bye!